Hello and welcome back to my channel. For my third video installment, I will be reviewing the Elsa Frozen 2 purple dress from Party City. And interestingly, the label doesn't really say much. A little side note here was I was not expecting to make a video review this soon, but I just got these in the mail, so I got really excited and I thought I would share these with y'all. I decided to try something new in this video so that you can see what this costume looks like on an actual person. I also put my wig on for fun and a little bit of makeup. This actually took me several takes to do this without laughing. It was very difficult for me not to laugh while I was strutting across the camera. I guess maybe because I'm making the video all by myself and it just seems like it's ridiculous, but I'm having fun with this anyway. Towards the end of the video, you can look forward to more extensive strut with this costume, so I hope you stay till the end. God, this seriously disturbs me as to how yellow my nails look here. I swear to you guys, they are actually white. I'm not sure why they look yellow in this video. That looks so gross. Upon first glance, this is a pretty regal looking costume. But as they say, the devil's definitely in the details. When you get a little closer, you'll start to see a few things that might not appeal. In my opinion, this particular type of cut and pattern is actually difficult to execute properly. And the fabric choice does not help at all. The reason why it's bunching up here is due to the lack of stabilizer on the back. And of course the fabric choice. Costume satin. The piping is also made with costume satin. It's all the way down to here. This whole bodice is made with costume satin, and it is rather thin. It's also not lined either. As you can see, there are darts here on the side to accommodate the bust. These glitter designs here are screen printed with like an ombre effect. It's like from dark to light. Screen print is what you would expect to see on a graphic t-shirt. And as for the other designs, this is sublimated on there. It's like printed, but it's very smooth. It has no texture at all. And it goes all the way up to the shoulder. And the same for this here. And the sleeves are actually made with a stretch shimmery jersey knit. It does have a little shine to it. It's not glittery or anything. The screen print is. This is also right here screen print as well. And they go all the way down here. And I really like the design that's on the end of the sleeve. It does lack the little loops here, which you can probably add a little piece of elastic so that they won't flip up. And up here you have the design. Screen print here, and this is sublimated or dyed onto the fabric. It has no texture, it's just printed onto the fabric itself. This does have a side zip as well. It has an invisible zipper on the side that you zip down, so you will have to also pull this one over your head. Now the belt is also made with costume satin. This one is also sublimated or like printed on there. Very smooth. And this little detail is really nice. I do like this, the jewel, that's real pretty. And this belt is satin all the way to the side seam. And the material that's used for the back belt, as you can see, has a bit of stretch to it. All right, let's go ahead and head down to the skirt. This right here is, I'm not sure if this is intentional for it to be a little off, because of course it has the piping here and it seems to meet with that. I don't know if that's intentional. I'm not too familiar with the actual dress costume in the movie. I think as we get more details later on, probably know a little bit more. The skirt part of this is an ombre effect, like the first one. And it also does have glitter on it as well. It has like a... They're actually clear glitter. It's clear. It's not a silver. It's like an iridescent... Let me see if this can pick it up right. A little better. There you go. I think that kind of helps a little bit to give you an idea of what they ended up using. The entire skirt is made with costume satin also, but that adhesive that they added so that the glitter could stick to it kind of made it a little bit more, gave it a little bit more structure. You could even hear that. All the designs on the bottom here are sublimated as well, but with the exception of this right here is screen printed. All these little glitter diamond designs are screen printed. It is short on the front. I would say, like, Audrey length. It's... To me, I don't honestly wish they wouldn't have cut it short like that. And it has this interesting cut here. Regrettable in my opinion. For this short frontal portion, there's a seam here. So this front part is a separate panel. The panel in the center is a touch lighter than the rest of the skirt. And also, I did fail to mention earlier that the sleeve also does have an ombre effect. It's not as pronounced as the skirt. It's a little more soft in transition, as you can see. Probably can't even really see too much of it, but I think those are really cute details on this costume. Now we can go on over to the back. The back has a beautiful train. I really like this. I think it looks really nice. All these designs are also sublimated on there. And as you get down here, you do have some screen printed designs with that purple glitter like the front portion. Here you have another diamond there. And it has a standard hem. Now the back panel here is made with a stretch jersey knit. This one's dull. It has no shine to it. And it's also sublimated here. Like where the dye is actually like soaked into the fabric, which is why it's smooth and it has no texture at all. It's like printed on the fabric. And this belt is made with the same kind of fabric that the sleeves are made out of. It has that like a little shimmery jersey knit type fabric, and it has a stretch to it. I almost forgot to mention that the piping here on top is made with costume satin, so you don't have to worry about it sliding down. It will rest on your shoulders perfectly. As far as sizing for this one, I'd say that it's true to size. The sleeves are definitely way more comfortable than Elsa's first one, than her main costume, since it has like a stretch to it. The back also has a stretch to it too, so it is a lot more forgiving, again, than the other one. I do recommend wearing some kind of garment under it because the fabric is kind of thin. So I think it'd be a good idea to wear some kind of a slip under it, or just something. Just don't wear polka dot underwear. That would not turn out too good, if you know what I mean. Overall, this is a really pretty costume. Although I think there are a few structural issues, and it does look like a lot of this stuff was kind of rushed. There's a lot of seams, inconsistent seams, but I think maybe the fabric choice again might be to blame for that, because I admit that costume satin is kind of difficult to work with, depending on how you're working with in terms of grain. If you're working with it at different angles, it does tend to pull strangely in one direction or the other. So my main issue with this really is how it's short in the front. I didn't really like that at all. I'm kind of tall, so that looks a little bit more exaggerated on me, to be honest. But I think it's something that I can probably fix maybe later on. Maybe I'll end up taking it apart and maybe adding the frontal skirt myself to make it longer, if I have time to make a project of this. As far as my verdict on purchasing this, I don't regret purchasing this at all. I think it was a really cool costume to purchase. I do not plan to send it back. I plan to keep it. I would like to alter it and maybe, you know, put some stabilizer and stuff like that, because it's a really cute dress. It really is. There's issues with it, but there are issues that can definitely be remedied if one knows how to sew. Even then, though, I would say that it is worth purchasing, but of course I know a lot of people might not want to spend $60 on a costume, but you can get discounts. That's what I did. I got a 20% discount, so yeah, it was a good price in my opinion. Definitely worth it to me, especially, you know, I'm finding this video stuff fun. I like making reviews. It's really exciting to me, so, you know, I hope this was helpful, and I hope that this helps you make a decision on whether or not you'd like to jump in and purchase this costume. Well, I would like to thank you all for watching my videos. Even if I just get 100 views, I think that's pretty cool. I know that might not be much for most people, but just to know that 100 people were interested in like what I'm doing is pretty cool, and I really appreciate all of you all watching. And I would also like to thank you all for liking my videos. I will definitely be making more videos. This is so much fun to me. If you would like to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next one.